It's a picnic. In the summer, Henry and his big dog Mudge like to go on picnics. Henry picked up food. He picked jelly sandwich, pear, and ginger snap for himself. He picked dry dog food and popcorn for Mudge. They both drink water. One Sunday, they went to the park for a picnic. Henry put all the food on the picnic table while Mudge chased from ants under the tree. Mudge was so big that his tail went whack. Every day he ran around the tree, whack, 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 whack. Henry laughed at him. Soon they began eating. Henry chewed his jelly sandwich while he threw paste of popcorn into Mudge's mouth. Mudge always liked dessert first on picnics. While they were eating, a yellow bee landed on Henry's pear. Henry didn't see the bee. Henry picked up his pear. Ow! Henry cried. Mudge jumped. The bee flew away. Ow! 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 Henry cried. Henry shook his hand again and again and again, but his hands hurt more and more. Henry hurt a lot. Tears came to Henry's eyes. His hand hurt so much. It has a fluffy white circle on it. Henry just to cry. He sat down beside Mudge and held onto his hurting hands and cried. Mudge snapped Henry's hair. Mudge snapped Henry's hand. Mudge put his big nose in Henry's ear, but Henry kept crying. Then Mudge licking Henry's face. Mudge liked the taste. It was salty. So Mudge licked Henry's face again and again and again. Every tear that Henry cried, Mudge licking again. Henry cried, Mudge licking, and the hands hurt, but in the while the head stopping hurt. Henry stopping crying and Mudge stopping licking. Henry looking at Mudge and smiled. Henry picked up the ginger snap. He took one bite and gave Mudge a rest. Thanks, said Henry. Mudge wagged his tail and waited for another cookies. The bed. A hot day. Henry liked to give Mudge a bed. Henry liked it because he could play with the water hose and because he could cool off. Mudge hated it. Mudge knew when he was going to get a bed. He would see Henry looking for a Mudge duck snap shampoo, and when he saw Henry hooking up the water hose, he tried to hide under the step, but it never working. Henry would take Mudge into the front yard in the sun, and he would horse in his down. Mudge hated it. His eyes dropped, his ear dropped, and his tail dropped. When he was all wet, when he looking at like the bog walls, Henry laughed at him. Then Henry would stop him up. Henry scrubbed his head and his neck and his back and his chest and his stomach and his legs and his tail. Mudge really hated this part. He dropped even more. Then Henry hosed Mudge down again, but before Henry could get the towel, before Henry could get Mudge dry, Mudge always got Henry's back because when Henry let go, Mudge started shaking. He stretched his hands and he shook his neck and his back, and Henry stretched and his stomach and his leg and his tail. Mudge shook so hard then when he was done, he was mostly dry and Henry was mostly wet. Then Mudge looked at Henry and wagged his tail, while Henry dried Henry's towel. The green time. Beside Henry's house was a big green hill. Late on the summer day, Henry and Mudge went to the top of the green hill. They looked down and they saw Henry White's house. They saw Henry's blue bike. They saw Henry's wooden swing. On top of the green hill, Henry felt big. He felt like a king. He saw his things below him and he felt very big. I'm a king of the green hill, Henry said. He looked at Mudge. You're my dragon, Mudge wagged his tail. Your name, Henry said, is Fireball. Mudge wagged again. And you're very scary, Henry said. Mudge wagged some more. Henry and Mudge marched all over the top of the green hill. They met another king who had a dragon. They chased them away. They met monsters. Mudge ate them. They marched and marched till they could march no more. Then they found a magic tree on the green hill. It was the tree of the king and dragon who will die. Henry and Mudge sat down under the tree. Henry put his arm around Mudge. They were glad for the magic tree. They closed their eyes, and the boy and the dog slept together on the green hill in their green time.